Well, it's over, gentlemen. It's over. We had a feeling this day would come. The OnlyFans, I don't need no man, soft prostitution hustle that is so attractive, has become this lifestyle so attractive to so many young women that is really fueling, added fuel on the fire, really, of this I don't know what you call it, fourth wave feminism. I don't need no man. Is it's like women today, like they see it as an insult. If you suggest that they need a relationship for their own betterment as people, their betterment as humans, that's like seen as an insult to the character of the e-thought, right? But this claim that they don't need no man, I suppose financially, is true. Because if these young women, especially, can just kind of prostitute themselves for attention on OnlyFans, then they don't really need men for resources unless they're going to have a family. But the grand narrative has been slowly dying out when it comes to living a traditional life. Men created the grand narrative, the notion of a traditional life in service of a civilization, creating a functional civilization. But this is it right here, okay? The market demand for this attention from females, if it's all online, if that's all the guys want, which I don't think is, whether or not this is healthy for the guys is a different story. I'm not an advocate for this stuff. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like this notion of like men being lonely spurgs that have these quote unquote relationships with artificial things. That's just really strikes me as very schizoid and bad. But, there may be a period in your life where you just aren't in the position to date, or you don't really have that value. You're establishing yourself, because dating for men, especially men who are just getting started out in their 20s, right? It used to be this innocent, fun thing of getting to know people, and that's been destroyed. But I'm wondering, are we going to see a resurgence of women pursuing the traditional life because of this? So this right here. This is the death blow to all the OnlyFans crap. It's over. That's it. This right here. What Tim Pool is reporting on in his headline. This came up in my feed. And here he has it right here. It's putting OnlyFans women out of work. Well, good. Glory, hallelujah, right? Because it's not real work. It's lowest common denominator garbage. And this has been leveraged. This has been used, OnlyFans, by these stupid e-thought girls as somehow evidence or somehow proof that they don't need a man, that they don't need support in life in order to make a living. Well, first of all, you can't keep this up forever. You're going to age out of it. And even if OnlyFans continued forever, you're going to be 50 one day, and the new wave of 20-year-olds would come in and displace you. But they really think that this is somehow a legitimate career. And when it's all simply images and video and purely a digital simulacrum of a real interaction, then it's only a matter of time before AI displaces you. And I want to be very clear where I come down on this. I'm not advocating that men do this instead of pursuing a real relationship when it matters in life, because there is no replacing it. I think that it's a need, that companionship is a need, and this is a sorry drug-like substitute for the real thing. But if that's all it is, and this is what it takes to turn things around, where men can get that kind of matrix-like need at least faked by something else, and it puts these idiot girls out of business, and it corrects the attitude, and it corrects the assumption that they have, then great. This is amazing. This is like, and again, I'm not saying this is amazing because I'm not going to use it. I don't want to use it. I'm not encouraging people to use it. But if this puts the e-thots out of work, That is awesome. I mean, fireworks. Let's celebrate this. There should be, it should be like Independence Day. We should have fireworks going on and having barbecues and celebrating, because that's the end. Your likeness as someone who just pretends to, like someone for money, it's over. It's dead. So, yay, congratulations. No, when you watch shows like this, and there's a ton of them, there's one, whatever podcast is an example, but there are others, right? There's Fresh and Fit. And then there's all these girls themselves. They have their Instagrams and they have their YouTube channels and stuff that are spouting this garbage, all fueled on the I show my face, and then whatever else they're doing, they offer to show more, you give me money. I pretend to like you, you give me money. That's the hustle. And now your hustle is dead. And then all the left-wing garbage that you love so much has destroyed the entry-level jobs for basically unskilled people. So you are now an unskilled person. You were always unskilled. Your quote-unquote skill is look at me, which is not a skill. So now you got to go work at McDonald's, except, oh no, oh what? There's a $20 minimum wage in California for McDonald's. They keep hiking the wage, so that job is going to be taken by the overqualified. That's what happens when you hike the minimum wage. Oh, you're going to be a grocery person? Well, they keep hiking the minimum wage on that thanks to the socialist policy, so that's all replaced by robots. And now your stupid idiot side hustle is replaced by, guess what? Robots, AI. Wonderful, bravo. Go get a job, and when you decide, if you're such like gold diggers that you decide you don't want to get a job, then all of a sudden the trad life looks maybe more attractive, and maybe it's on it for a guy to provide that for you. But then you're going to have to start catering to things that men like niceness, politeness, being somewhat intelligent, displaying attractive behavior for him, and being intimate for him instead of being intimate with the entire world, which is what this is all about. Let's just be intimate with the entire world. And when you do that, that has no value. See, you're not valuing yourself, ladies, as a person. When this like sexualized access is available to everybody, then there's nothing special about it. So you wouldn't even be capable. They're always thumbing their noses at guys and like this notion of having a relationship. You have nothing to offer. You have nothing special to offer a guy in a relationship that you aren't already giving to the entire world, which is intimacy. That's what you're selling it to the entire world. So kind of like power is what it takes to turn things around. And this is an expression of power. Everything is very Nietzschean of me, I know, but it all boils down to that. It's like, well, they're saying, well, they can circumvent the whole male provider role by simply becoming pseudo prostitutes and being intimate with the whole world for money. But when that power is removed, when it's revoked, it is the societal pressure that causes the behavior to shift. This is now removed. It's redacted. Should we make April 18th E-thot Liberation Day? April 18th. I don't know when this business actually launched. I just found out about it today, but that's my proposal. So April 18th, 2024 is E-thot Feminazi Liberation Day. See, so you're all worried about the AI apocalypse, and something interesting. Like I was watching with my girlfriend. What is it? Goodfeld. That's a fun show. Goodfeld on Fox News. And that's a conservative program, right? But then they were talking about this. They were talking about AI, I guess AI chatbots for men. And Kennedy, who's a libertarian, she was one of the original VJs on MTV. And then Kennedy has had this long-standing role as like a libertarian personality. But all of the feedback was like clowning on men. Like these men are like fapping it to this and they're fapping it to that instead of talking to girls, which is true. Like I don't agree with this schizoid isolated lifestyle, but that's like a symptom. That's a symptom of the culture. Like that's kind of kicking someone when they're down. Like again, I don't I don't think that I'm not like a TFM type person where I'm like, yeah, go do this instead. No, I don't. I mean, I don't agree with that because that's an isolated schizoid kind of lifestyle. And I think that if we value things about relationships, then we should kind of resist this overall trend. But they're always doing that. They're always like blame the men because that's the popular thing to do. If these guys would just stop, doing that, they would date. Well, yes, but that's a symptom of the sickness that's in the culture, and the reason why they're doing that is because this right here, the e-thot-ism, has destroyed dating for young men. So what I'm saying is, don't do either of these things. Don't do this and don't do this. You could literally just sit and wait and watch the natural healthy interest and dating availability return when these dumb hoes are completely disenfranchised by AI. That's why I'm celebrating it, and you should too. Let me know what you think. And as a side note, disagree all you want, but don't make personal attacks on my site. Don't do that. Be cool. All right. Have a great day, and happy Independence Day.